The market bounces. Now the question is, how high will the bulls take us? This is Invest with Jacob. Okay, guys, so in yesterday's video, we talked about a bounce up towards 4180 and then a pullback from there. And if they blew through 4180, then we could very well be on our way in wave B or wave 5. And that's exactly what we saw. A bounce up to 4187, then a pullback and a push up to 4200. So now the question is, are we in B or 5, or are they still trying to hold that wave 4 for a move down? I'll get into that in just one second. But first, if you're new here, welcome to the show, guys. My name is Jacob Gabbard, and this is Invest with Jacob, where we use Elliott Wave Theory to break down the SP500 and the Nasdaq. I highly encourage you to hit that subscribe button down below so that you can get our daily S&P updates, our trade setups, and our buy alerts. All right, guys, in the overnight, they moved up over that 4180 level we were talking about. Then they gave us a bounce down in B, and then they gave us a really nice 1-2-1-2 setup that didn't show up until an hour before the close. I didn't take it personally, but I did give it to my traders as an optional trade since there was only an hour left in trading, and many of them took it and did extremely well, as you can see on the screen. So if you are interested in trading with me or hearing my thoughts on the market, stay tuned for later in the video. But for now, let's jump into the chart and take a look. Okay, guys, so here we are on the 30-minute futures chart for the S&P 500. We got that push up to the 4180 area for our A wave. Got a pullback that held for our B wave down here at around 4150. Got a push up in wave 1 of C, pullback in wave 2 of C. And then we got a 1-2-1-2 setup that I told you about in the intro that our guys took. Many of them took here and got a nice 45, 50-point ride up to the top here for a really nice scalp at the end of the day. And as it sits right now, we're in the middle of this C wave. Looks like we've completed wave 3 of 3. So you'd look for 4 of 3, 5 of 3 to complete wave 3, then wave 4 and 5 after that, which ultimately targets this 4225 area. There's a lot of symmetry at this area, which is good because it's just above the 50% retrace, which is a good target for a wave B. They could push it as high as 4245 or even 4277, but I would expect them, if they're going to be in B, to hold this area, this 4245, 4219 area. And we have, like I said, we have a lot of symmetry at 4225. So I think that's our next target higher. Makes a lot of sense. And then what happens from there is kind of going to tell the story of where we're at. If they get here and they get rejection hard down, okay, and they can't hold support, and we break below this low, then we're in a C wave down, okay? So this would be the A wave, the B wave, and then you get a C wave down from here, and we would look for that low at that point. But if they reject here or even move a little higher and then come down and hold support and then start higher and take out wherever this high was, so if they get to 4225, pull back to 4160, and then come back and take out that 4225 high, then it does look like we're building an ABC up in 5 towards that 4400 area. So those are going to be the paths that we watch here. If they push it up and get hard rejection here at the 4225 level, then we would look for another sell-off in C, okay, down towards that 3950 to 4000 level. If they get up here and they pull back and hold support and then come back and take out this wave B high, then it becomes more likely we're going towards that 4400 level up in wave 5 to give us 5 up off of the lows. And there is one other alternate count, but I don't expect it to follow through, and that is this 4200 level is the 50% retrace of wave 3, which is still a valid wave 4 target, although it's a little on the higher end. So it could still potentially be wave 4 and then push down to 4080, but I don't see that as being the most likely path. In fact, it's the third out of the 3 paths. So the most likely paths are that we're in B wave up towards 4225 and we sell off down to that 3950 area, or we're in a move up to 4225, a pullback, okay, that holds support around 4150-60 area and then pushes higher and takes out that B wave high and makes it more likely we're in that wave 5. Those two are the 2 most likely paths that we're looking at. And then, as I said, the alternate is they hold 4200 and sell off from there directly down towards 4080. But again, that is the alternate, and I don't expect that path. Over on the Nasdaq, you have a similar setup that you do on ES here, but it's not quite as clean and symmetrical. You got the A wave up, the B wave down. It does look like they're in the C wave and have completed 3 of 3. However, the 1.0 extension targets 13,219 for this AB, okay, which is okay. It's above the 50%. It's a valid wave B area. But the C wave right now, okay, the 1 and 2 in C is targeting the 13,306 area. So you have a little bit of a bigger landing spot here, 13,219 up to 13,306 for this wave B. And then from there, same setup as ES. If they reject hard and start to sell down and break support, we're looking for a C wave down. If they reject and hold support and then come back and take out this high, then it's very likely we're trying to get that wave 5 up to complete 5 up off of the lows toward 14,000. And then they don't have as clean of as an alternate path because they did push up a little bit higher. So it's very unlikely that this is a wave 4 and then we push down in wave 5. I don't see that as a very viable option, especially since we held the key support area down here that we needed to. It's another reason I think that the path on ES, even though it's an alternate path, is very unlikely. So not as many paths on the Nasdaq. Most of them involve going up into this area and either rejecting and selling off, or pulling back, holding support, and then taking out this high, telling us we might be in that wave 5 higher towards 14,000. Guys, if you love the information that I put out in these videos and you want real-time market updates from me, you need to check out investwithjacob.com. There's a link down in the description. Go ahead and click that link and it will take you over to the website. Once you're over there, check out our membership plans area. We have 2 incredible plans and they both come with a 7-day free trial, guys, because I want you to get in there. I want you to come check it out and make sure it's for you and make sure you love it before you ever spend a penny. Okay? In our first room, the Invest with Jacob room, you get all of my real-time market updates, all of my buy and sell alerts, and all of your Elliott Wave questions answered. We trade the SPY and the QQQ, and we do swing trade, which means our trades can last anywhere from a few days to a few months. So we don't trade quite as often as a day trading room does. However, if you are looking for day trading as well as individual stocks, you need to check out PT's Throne Room. In there, you get everything you get in the Invest with Jacob room, as well as individual stocks, day trading, and PT's reduced risk binary method that just crushes the market. He gets you in very cheap and gets you large multiples on your money, and it's how he structures the trade that's so unique. It's something you really need to see, which is another reason we give you that 7-day free trial. We want you to get in there and make sure it's for you before you ever spend your money. He also started a challenge account where he put $4,000 into a small account and trades it using mini ES futures and disciplined trading methods, averaging 3 to 4% gains per week. And they're showing you how to build a small account into a large retirement or savings account. You can cancel at any time. Guys, we'd love to have you in here so we can make some money together. All right, key takeaways for today. We're looking at 42.25. I think they should push up to that level at least. They can push higher from there, but that would be the level to watch. If we get a very hard rejection and sell off from there, we could be looking at C down towards that 4,039.50 area. However, if they do reject there and hold support and then push back up and take out that B wave high, then it looks a lot more like we're in that wave 5 towards 4,400. However, if they can hold 4,200, they can push down to 40.80 to complete this move down. But I think that that is very unlikely, but it is still possible on the ES. Over on the Nasdaq, same type of setup. We're looking for that B wave up towards 13,219 to 13,306. And from there, if they can reject, we would look for a strong sell-off in C, okay, or a sell-off to hold support and push up towards that 14,000 region in wave 5. Guys, it's the weekend. Enjoy your family, enjoy yourselves, have a drink, do something fun, stop looking at the market, and I will talk to you next week.